Good morning and afternoon. It's Wednesday, 9 a.m. Pacific. Welcome all to the fourth episode of season 4 of the Sharing Show.
So we just finished week 2 of business processes just 10 minutes ago. And there's another 3 more weeks of business processes. 7/7, we haven't opened up the registration yet, but soon we will, and you can register for business processes. This is all customer sharing movement. Reach out to Christy if you're not sure what I'm talking about. You can reach out to me as well. In June, Workday DevCon, 2 birds of a feather sessions. One of them is boomerangs, and then the other one is women on Workday. We will see some of you in San Jose. Notice there's a virtual pass though, and I think it's only $99.
Next up, we have Floyd from Tennessee to talk about Brainstorms.
Welcome back, Floyd.
Good morning. I talked to David, and I thought this would be a good chance to put in just a little short slot. So for those of you that work with Brainstorms, you know that Workday is trying to help streamline that some, and they've come up with a process that automatically looks at ideas where it's been some time since the idea was logged. Quickly talk through the top 5, not necessarily because they're the top 5 in importance, but they're the top 5 items that I thought may need a little more explanation. The first one was something we've run into related to, you have data that you want to return in a report, and it's instance data. And if you're just looking at it on the screen, it may look fine to return it as an instance data. But if you actually want to, in the report, return it as just the text value of that instance display name, or if you're actually sending that to an integration, if you've looked at the XML that's returned when you say return the instance of cost ID versus the text value of cost ID, that XML is much larger. If you're, for example, creating a feed for an integration where you have a lot of that type of field and you want to significantly reduce the size of the XML, then you end up having to create calc fields to turn every instance field into text. So what this first option would be is to have a option for instance fields in Report Writer that you could just click up in the options tab and it'd say return as text. So that was kind of the first one that I wanted to explain a little bit more. The last one is related to calc fields.